boys and girls. Well, today we're going to do the opposite of what we've done the other days. Today we're going to start down in Antarctica. We're going to start in the southern hemisphere, way down at the bottom of our planet. So we're going to start in the continent of Antarctica, which of course is land surrounded by water, and the water is cold and dark. So let's read our story, which is today actually called Antarctica, just like the place that we talked about. So this story is called Antarctica, and it's written and illustrated by Helen Kelcher. And of course, on the front cover, we can see two of our penguin friends. These ones are our emperor penguins, and the same on the back. And of course, I have my spine to help my book stay up straight and tall. I like these colors here because does anyone know what family these colors come from or what group? These are the cold colors. They're cool. They remind us of things that are cold and cool. We've got some purples and blues and grays in here with a little splash of white. And here is our title page. And on my title page, I can see 4 animals walking across a long white plain. Wonder where they are, what they're doing. In the cold far south in Antarctica live emperor penguins, Weddell seals, and Adelie penguins. So we've got our emperor penguins, the biggest and largest of the penguin family. We've got some Adelie penguins, they're about middle-sized. And then we have some Weddell seals sitting on some of the ice floating in the ocean. The emperor penguin lays her egg in winter, when it is dark both day and night. Then she leaves to feed at sea. While she is gone, her mate carefully nestles the egg on top of his feet for 2 months. So he's going to sit around or stand around with that egg sitting on his feet, because that egg cannot touch the ice. If his egg touches the ice, then it will freeze. He's got to keep it on top of his feet. Can you imagine walking around with an egg on top of your feet? That would be rather tricky. He huddles in a tight circle with his friends against the freezing winter storms. So here they are, all huddled together, because we know when you huddle together, you share body heat, so it is warmer. And they take turns at being in the center, where it is the warmest, to being on the outer edge, where it is the coldest. Taking turns is very nice. Meanwhile, his mate is feeding out at sea, where danger lurks. I wonder what the danger is that is in the sea. What do you think it might be? I agree, probably some kind of predator. Let's take a look. A ferocious leopard seal. Not a safe animal to be around. Definitely looking for food. Luck is with the emperor this time. She leaves the water safely and trudges back to the rookery. And here she is, walking against those strong winds, trying to get back to her mate. And the egg, or maybe the egg is now a chick. I don't know yet. Oh, there is great excitement because their chick has just hatched. Whew. That's pretty neat. Now they have a family. Dad, Mom, and chick. But the male emperor is hungry and weak. It is his turn to go to the sea to find food. Great, so taking turns at being responsible being responsible parents, taking care of their chick, taking turns. When it is spring, the sun at last shines again in the Antarctic sky. A Weddell seal climbs onto the ice to have her pup. So now we know that seasons are changing and it's getting to be lighter. The Adelie penguins have also come onto the ice. On their long journey to the rocky shore, where they will lay their eggs, they pass the emperor chicks. Quite a bit of activity down in Antarctica, really. The Adelies build their nests out of pipples. They take turns keeping the eggs warm until the hatching. So they also take turns. Could you imagine lying on an egg, lying on pebbles? Ooh, I think it would be a little bit cold and perhaps a little bit uncomfortable. Just beyond the nesting place, some men have built a base camp. Suddenly, the Adelies hear a terrible whirring noise. Helicopters! They panic and they leave their eggs unguarded. They've never seen a helicopter before. What is this great roaring bird that has come down? They've left all of their eggs unguarded. Skuas swoop in to have a feast. Frightened by the helicopter, the Adelies will not nest here again. So that means all those eggs are never going to hatch. Nobody's going to take care of those eggs. The Adelies were frightened off by the helicopter, and the big skua birds have come in to eat all the eggs that were left unguarded by the Adelie parents. That's a consequence of the helicopter arriving. The emperors too are uneasy. They have heard huge explosions and seen ice and rock hurled high into the sky. I wonder what's going on. If I'm uneasy, then I don't really know what's going on. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Out at sea, anxious songs ring out from the depths. Weddell seals call to their friends under the ice. Metal hulls are pushing through the pack ice, banging, crunching, booming nearer. I wonder what's coming. Something with a metal hull. So something that's made out of metal, it's rounded. The penguins and the seals have always shared their world with ancient enemies, the skuas and the leopard seals. But these new arrivals are more dangerous. The seals and penguins cannot tell yet whether they will share or destroy their beautiful Antarctica. So these animals look a little bit worried. And the cool colors again. So these animals are just learning now that something else is coming to Antarctica. Something else either going to share or destroy their home. I wonder what their perspective is. I wonder what they're thinking when they see those helicopters and those boats coming. And of course, we know who's probably on those helicopters and on those boats. What do you think these animals are thinking when they see humans and human activity for the first time? And we saw a couple of consequences of those actions with the humans arriving to Antarctica. I want you to think about, what would it be like to be a penguin or a seal or a skua and then seeing those ships and helicopters coming down to your quiet, peaceful habitat.